just how you feel it.
No filters, no fluff, just real talk with the full Flashpoint fam. Get with it.
From hot takes to belly laughs, the crew is locked in and ready.
From debates that might get a little spicy, including all VIP members.
This is where vibes meets voice, jokes meets truth, and we talk truth.
We are here to get real.
It's raw, it's real, and it's about time.
But big conversations.
This is Flash Talks, the Uncut edition. Flash Farm. What are the things then now?
Real people, real voices, real conversations.
Flash Talk, the Uncut edition at 7 p.m. every Thursday, right here on Flashpoint.
I gave you space, I gave you time, never begged you to be mine. Built a life with my own hands, but I still held yours when I could stand. I never raised my voice to win. I let you lead with your pride intact. If love is more than words and skin, then I gave you all I had to give. I loved you like a man should, with silence not demand. Not a preacher or a poet, just a heart and calloused hand. No roses on your pillow, no diamonds in my plans, but I loved you like a man should, the only way I can. You said I never chased your tears, but I was busy fighting mine. You never saw the weight I bore, 'cause I never let it cross your line. No one sings for men who stay, who bend and break, but never stray. We fix what's hurt in broken lives, then walk alone into the night. I loved you like a man should, proud, honest, and true. I held my vow, I stood my ground, I always stood by you. You wanted fire, I gave you wood, steady roaring good. I loved you like a man should, more than any song ever could.
Good night, Flash Fam. So you heard a song that has become one of my favorite lately. Like somehow it keeps popping up. I loved you like a man should. I love the lyrics. I love the words. But there's a line in it that got me thinking. The singer said, I loved you like a man should. And he also said, you asked for fire and I gave you wood. And because that had me thinking, I remember reaching out to one of our flash from Mario, and I said, Mario, take a listen to this song. What are your thoughts on it? And maybe I wanted to be a bit biased because I pointed him to that very same line. You asked for fire, and I gave you wood. And what Mario explained, it was quite profound. Mario said, thinking like a man, as a man, he said, the woman asked for fire, the man provided the wood. All she had to do was just strike a match and she would get the fire, which I appreciate because when we give people fish, we also need to teach them to fish as well. So you can always have fish in abundance. But I also explained to him that there are days when women, even though we have the wood, we just want fire. When we ask for fire, there are days when we just don't have the energy to strike the match. There are days, even though the wood is there, we just want fire. Now, does that mean that the man didn't love his girl? I don't think so. I think he loved her the way he could. Now, I will tell you a part of the song. It says the song tells the story of a man who gave his love fully, sincerely, and with the kind of devotion he believes a man should give. It carries a sense of pride in how he deeply loved, but also pain because the love wasn't honored or returned in the way he hoped. And so that begs the question tonight. If loving you is wrong, should I be right? And if he was giving all that love, why wasn't he getting it the way that he wanted it? There is a song that says, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. But tonight we're asking, if loving you is wrong, should I be right? Yeah, we're asking that. So we're tackling a juicy topic tonight, love languages. Have you ever been in a relationship where you're pouring your heart out, but your partner still says, hey, I don't feel loved? That's because sometimes we love people the way we know how, which is fair, but we're not loving them the way they need it. So the big question tonight is, if loving you in my language, if loving you is wrong in my language, should I be right in yours? Just for reference, we have 5 universal love languages. 1, words of affirmation. You're giving praise, encouragement by saying it. 2, acts of service. You're showing love through action. You're doing things to make your partner's life a little bit easier. 3, receiving gifts. Love communicated through thoughtful presence that show effort and care. 4, quality time. Love felt through individual attention, meaningful conversations, and shared experiences. And number 5, physical touch. And I've been told that number 5, more than likely, is every man's love language. But we're going to get into it. And this is love expressed through physical closeness, hugs, or holding hands. Ladies and gentlemen, to help us with the conversation tonight, we have a guest who I am proud to call my friend. He epitomizes the characteristics of a gentleman. And from what I have observed, I believe his mama brought him up well. And I'm sure his wife and family would agree with me tonight. They would attest to that. I speak of no other than da-da-da-da. Not yet. Not yet. We're going to take a short break, platform. And while we're taking the break, please remember to subscribe, share, and like up tonight's episode. We'll be right back. Do you have a talent for singing, playing an instrument, spoken word, or dance? Then this is your moment. Cayman's Got Talent Season 1 is here. And for our first season, we're putting the spotlight on gospel. Selected participants will be featured at the Point of Praise Gospel Extravaganza on October 25, 2025. But hurry, the final date for registration is September 30. To register, email us at info@flashpointmedia.ky or WhatsApp 345-321-6969. That's 345-321-6969. Don't miss this opportunity to showcase your talent and be part of something special. Cayman's Got Talent. Tonight's topic is, if loving you is wrong, should I be right? And earlier in my conversation, I did mention that I spoke with Mario. So Mario is in studio with me, and we also have our guest with us tonight. And I speak of no other than Mr. Jamian McFarlane. And I'm going to ask Jamian to introduce himself, and then we will hear from Mario.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
I'm Jamian McFarlane. There's not much about me. I am a husband.
Yes.
Of a long time. I'm just a few years. I'm a father of 3.
Yes.
And most importantly, a lover of the Lord himself.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it. Mario.
What can I say that has not been said already?
Mm.
Good night, Flash Farm. It's Mario. Somewhat regular on Flash Talk,
Yes.
and host of the conversation.
Yes.
I'm here tonight to throw some curveballs at Nikki.
I know.
Hey.
I know. I'm so happy that Jamie is here.
Need to give her some food for thought.
Yes.
Make sure some of it is spicy, so she have to go drink some water.
And just a
Right.
disclaimer, Mario, when we spoke about doing this topic, I remember Ellie saying to me, Nikki, you're on your own because you keep choosing these topics. And when they throw these curveballs, you have to be holding your head. Well, I feel a bit confident today.
Trouble.
Trouble. So I don't intend to hold my head tonight. I think we'll be fine. And you know what? We're gonna get right into the conversation. So Jamie, this one is for you.
Okay.
We're at the icebreaker segment, all right? And my first question to you is, what's your love language? And do people usually get it right with you or not?
Well, it's a funny question for me because my love language is all of them.
Ah,
But I have it broken down into which one is first, which one is second, which one is third, and so forth and so on. So my first one, which may cause discussion
number 5.
into the men world, is my first one is quality time.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Yeah. You said early on that, man first thing is physical touch.
Yeah.
No, mine is quality time.
Oh,
I love bonding. Bonding is something that keeps us together.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
quality time is my first.
Oh,
The second, however, is physical touch. Yes.
okay.
Praise the Lord. Praise the
It's up there.
It's, yeah, but it's up there, the top 3. My third one is words of affirmation. You know, every man loves ego.
Yes.
So when you stroke my ego,
Yes.
makes me feel
Yeah,
strong.
yeah.
I'm a man.
Yeah.
So words of affirmation. Fourth one is receiving gifts. I'll take a gift every now and again, but it's not necessarily something,
Right.
whatever. But and lastly, acts of service. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So I take a bit of everyone, but as we go along the line, one is lesser than the next.
Get you.
Yes,
I understand that. Thanks for sharing that.
No.
And Maria, do you have a love language, and do you receive it often?
Can I be honest with you?
Yes,
I had
please.
to think about that question just now.
I'm sorry, thinking.
I have never really put myself. Excuse me. Have a little circle.
That's okay.
I've never really considered those love languages as something I ascribe to. Excuse me. But I would say a few.
Yes.
In the order words of affirmation.
Yes.
Physical touch.
Yes.
And then acts of service.
And guess what? I'm happy you mentioned acts of service because Ellie is coming with some water for you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there we go. All right. That's okay. And just in case you all thought I was left out tonight, I'm not. So the gentleman got the manly Malta, which we're having a debate because, as I was told, there's no Malta that's girly. But I'm having Malta tonight as well, and I think it's girly because it has my favorite. No, I'm not advertising anything. You understand? So it has my favorite color flower on it. So yeah, I'm a part of the crew having my Ellie. Where's your Malta? Anyway, we're moving on. Okay, so my second question, and we're gonna start with our guest, Jamie.
Okay.
And Mario, I think this one you may come up with something interesting, I think. But here's the question, and it's a fun one. What's the worst love language fail? You fail at it, or somebody failed you?
Okay.
What's the worst love language fail you have ever experienced?
Well, in talking about my love language, I mentioned that acts of service was last on my list.
Yes.
And man, respectfully, we like to take care of the home. We like to do things around the house, take out the garbage, fix a light bulb, even stir up a plate every now and again. But in one of my previous relationships, I was treated like a trophy man. So we know that there's something called trophy girls in that, they're on the display, they're taken care of, their nails are always done, their hair. So I was being taken care of as though I was a trophy girl, but in the sense of a trophy man. So get spending money, sent to the barber to get my hair cut, colognes, gift certificates while I'm at work, lunch sent to my workplace. And I said, wait, what am I to do?
Was she older?
Yes. She was.
Oh.
And I appreciated it. I did appreciate it, but it was just that, allow me to show my side of things. Allow me to be a man. Let me bring lunch for you. Let me change something in the house. Let me fix the door. Let me change the AC unit. I'm asking, hey, was this done? Yep. Paid for, taken care of.
Wow.
Hey, you want me to take out the garbage? No, taken out already. And I was just like, no, I can't live like this.
Wow.
Because respectfully, I'm a 6 foot and odd tall man.
Yes.
And I'm gonna be treated like I'm to be put into some container.
Yeah.
And treated like no.
First place.
No. So I had to say, I appreciate you first off, because the thing here for me is that you're trying to show me love.
Yeah.
And I think that is the best intention, in that love is being shown. So thank you for that. But yeah, the too much.
Yeah.
Way too much. So I had to kind of block that off for what it was.
Wow. And you know, we as ladies, we're taking note that men do need to, you know, be men and take on the responsibility. Let them feel like, hey, we're contributing to the relationship. So thank you for that, Jamie. Mario, do you have a fail?
Nothing as specific as what Jim said, but I think sometimes interpretation. Don't know if I'm racing ahead with this. I hope not. But sometimes we love how we want to be loved.
Yes.
And not finding out what your partner's love language is can be detrimental if their love language is acts of service and yours is words of affirmation. And you're telling them constantly, you know, all these nice things, and you really wish you would just, you know, rub their feet kind of thing.
Yes.
So yeah, wasn't my fail? Was it my fail? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I remember a past relationship where the love languages just weren't meshing, and one was pushing one language, the other one was pushing another language. It just didn't, it
didn't work.
Wasn't meshing.
Recently I watched a video of this young lady, and we could see her husband's love language is physical touch. And she was standing there like she was in the kitchen, and the husband was there hugging her, and he was having a good time, hugging her and being comfortable. And the caption said, he's here basking in his love language, which is physical touch, and I need acts of service. The dirty plates need to be washed. So she was not happy, but he was having a grand time. So I get what you gentlemen are saying. And that brings us to the digging into love language segment. Here we go. Is it possible to truly love someone but still fail to love them the way they want? Jamie.
I mean, the general sense or the general answer to that question is yes.
Yeah.
But we have to be careful here, because watch me now.
Yeah. I'm there with you.
Love is the beginning of change. So love is the beginning of change. If or when, Mario, I go and I give acts of service to my wife or my girlfriend, whoever it is, and she communicates to me, I like the acts of service, but my thing is receiving gifts. Being that love is the beginning of change, the next time I want to show love to my partner, I'll bring a gift instead. Why? Because there's something that we use, which is, well, see back in the day, where is your love cup.
Yes.
Love cup is something that you will drink out of. So picture a cup. I like to drink water, but you're always pouring soda in the cup. And then say, I'm doing it out of love, but I don't like soda.
Yeah.
So it's now you're forcing me to drink soda when all I wanted was water. So for me, I tie this out even back to the Bible, in that when God created us, He created us just out of love.
Yeah.
So he didn't think about, what is it that Jamie wants? Let me try to build what I want to build so that Jamie can love me. It was only because He loved me why He created me.
Yes.
And when we look at the relationships and how this is, circled around with these type of things, when I look at my partner and I'm looking at, say, well, once again, she wants me to rub her feet today, but can't bother, so I still want to show her a little love, so see a gift card here. The thought may be like, all right, at least you got me a gift card, but if this is the thing that we continue with, that love cup starts to go down, because now what we start to drink is something we don't really like.
Right.
Yes.
So for me, that's why I would start it and say, love is the beginning of change.
Yes.
And if you have only been in a relationship with someone, say today, you won't necessarily know what their love language is.
Correct.
But you can't have this, you can't have the yes to this question and you've been married for 6 years.
Mercy.
That doesn't make any sense to me. I love you, but I'm still giving you the soda to drink when I want water. Because if I communicate to you, I want water, and you continue to give me soda, that means that this love is not selfless. This is selfish. And love is not selfish.
Yep.
It is selfless.
Yep.
So that's my my 2 cents. 2 cents.
Mario?
I'm sorry, I'm going to be editing it.
Okay, and I'm coming back to you, Mario. I want to acknowledge Inspiration Cayman. Thank you for joining us. She says, hello, Flash Fam. Hello. Hi, Inspiration Cayman. And then Arlene is on, and she says, good evening, Flashpoint Fam. And she also says, that's correct, Jamie. Showing love to your partner or a friend must be aligned with what the individual's love language is and not what yours is, even if the act is coming from a genuine place. Right? Nicely said. And it's your friend, you know. It's your friend, Mario.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's your friend. Maybe you don't know it's your friend, but it's your friend.
Okay, could you repeat the question?
I will. And you know what? Here's one for you, Mario. Here's one I have for you. Should we expect our partner to study our love language like an exam, or should we compromise too?
Well, I would say a little of both.
Okay.
One, if your partner loves you or you love your partner,
yes,
you should take the time to understand their wants, their needs, their preferences.
Yes.
And you should, as Jimmy says, change. You should be moving towards that preference. So over time, as the relationship grows and you get to know your partner more and more, you begin to align with the things that they like, the things that they need. So build them up to keep your love cup replenished, right? And similarly, I guess communication comes into it because then you're gonna start, understanding through active communication where you need to be, how you need to do it, and get it right.
Get it right.
Yeah.
And I have to add to that, Mario.
Yes.
Like, the biggest thing is that when we understand our partner's love language, it may be hard for us to give it.
This is true.
So that's why it's very important to study this language, because I tried to study French in school, failed it. Did Spanish, never passed it with 100%, but I did better at it. The same thing with our love languages. I may be a guy that is strong on gifts, but I may be very, very weak on act of service. I may be very weak on words of affirmation because I didn't grow up with it. So when we spend time to know what the other person's love language is, it also tells us, am I ready to do this for the rest of my life?
Wow, profound.
So if you are not ready, run.
And you see, and I'm happy that we're having the conversation, because it is okay if you realize that what your partner may be needing, you are not able to provide that.
True.
Communicate that.
True.
Right? Because you're not gonna be able to pour from what you don't have.
Exactly.
And your partner will not be, their cup will be empty and yours running dry. So what's happening here, right? So we have to learn to communicate. And this is why we spoke about dating some weeks ago, Jamie, right? And I am hoping that when people go on dates, it's not just KFC and whatever after, right? I'm hoping that people are really having conversations when they go on dates to determine, are we going to court? Where do we go from here? Is this bye-bye? and have the conversation about love languages, right? Is this something, as Jamie said, I can do for I rest of your life, you know? That's what we're talking about here.
A long time.
It's a very long time.
Honestly, before look poison in the drink.
And you person did not.
Oh my God. Well, the question is, why would you do that? You know?
What's the why?
Yeah,
You know?
What's the why? Just yeah.
That's
So
what it
Arlene says, that's overbearing, and the receiver will not feel the real love coming forth. She says it should be a natural thing for my partner to know my love language and act accordingly. And I want to add that you'll have to communicate.
Arlene, I have to disagree with that. As a man who does not always see the obvious, sometimes we have to make an effort to understand where you're going and why you're going there, which also leads to some compromise as well, Nikki.
Yes.
Because as Jamie said, the love language that you ascribe to is not something easy for me. My partner might like to hear words of affirmation.
Right.
I find it difficult to say these words of affirmation. But because I've been a tradesperson all my life, acts of service is my thing. I do a lot of things with my hands. And so come let me do these things with my hands for you. I'll rub your feet. I'll wash your dishes. I will take the garbage out. I'll go get your car worked on, kind of thing. But all she wants to hear is, oh, honey, I love you.
Yes.
Honey, you brighten my day. Honey, I love the way you know.
Come on now.
That is serious, man.
But all I'm thinking is that. So it becomes a compromise for both of us once the communication starts to flow. And I begin to realize that she wants to hear the words of affirmation. I now have to start thinking, how best can I tell her that I love her with these words of affirmation without being blunt, without being dry, without being crass? Because I might be, you know, kind of crass. But so I have to now learn, and I would hope that she is gentle with me while I learn how to do these words of affirmation. Right?
Yes.
And vice versa, of course, because you know she might not be versed in my love language.
Right.
So yes, Arlene, I do think that we need to not study like we're going to exam, but we need to take the time to get into it deeper so that we can be the best partner that we can be for our partner.
Yes.
And of course, get it right more often than not.
Yes.
And on top of that, tomorrow, if I may add,
yes.
We find that we should, I would say, establish, as Nikki said as well, the love language in the dating era.
Yes.
Because you don't want to establish love language after we've gone past dating, gone past courting. We're now engaged. And here we are preparing for forever. I still don't know what the love language is. So I feel that when we start learning the love language in the dating era, if we see that our lines do not connect, it's easier to say, well, I appreciate this time with you, but it's clear that this may not work out. Versus, you've gone as far as getting engaged, and now, after all the planning of the wedding and all these type of stuff, you're having to either break it apart or force yourself now into something because the time wasn't taken to sort this out in the beginning.
Hope for the best.
No. You
No.
prepare for the you prepare for it.
It's effort. And you know, listen, this topic is hot tonight, you know, because Arlene is back at you, Maria. She's asking you to clarify something. What here? It's gone. Okay. All right.
Arlene, don't take back no talk. Do not take back no talk.
Put it back.
Come, run the track.
But yeah, I'll wait on her. There is a question, but I'll ask it later in the program. Now, do you think men and women prioritize different love languages, or is it just a stereotype?
Most definitely.
So men have prioritized a particular love language and if it's all of them in a particular order, and women may have their love language in a particular order. And while you're thinking, I also want to say that, and I'm sure it goes for men too, right? And I hope I'm not contradicting myself. But the woman who I would be when we were dating, I'm not gonna be that same woman when we get married. Now let me explain. It doesn't mean that I was pretending and now that we get married. No, I'm not saying that. Right? But women go through stages, emotional stages, right? And when you were dating, maybe we were single, we didn't have children, and I would have been younger. Now, a couple of years, I would be a wife, a mother, navigating hormones, things that changes in my body. And would men realize those changes in women as they get older? And or is this something that affects men? Because I can tell you, a woman will be good today. She's laughing, she's having fun. And then tomorrow, she's very emotional. She's very sharp, very short. And it may not be anything about you, the husband or the boyfriend. And if you don't understand your partner, men may take it personal. When it's just the hormones acting up, and there are some women who cannot articulate exactly what's happening with them, right? So I hope I didn't lose you guys, because I think I went around and around, but I hope you get the gist of what I'm saying. So while we're talking about love languages, right? And while you're not expected to study your partner like an exam, would it be nice for you to observe your partner so that you see the off days, you know that, hey, something is just not right? Talk to us, gentlemen.
Can I say something very controversial?
Yes.
A woman will ask a man, tell me what you love about me. And he will sit and think for minutes and go, boy, I just love you.
Argument.
And she now begins to think that, you don't even know me. You don't know why you love me.
Yeah.
I love all of you. I love the collection of things that you are, the emotions, the joy, the everything.
Right.
So on a day when you come at me, like I just grab your purse and run.
Right.
And the day when you come at me, like I just save your favorite cow, or I just lift you up out of the pits of hell.
Right.
All of these days you'll get the same reaction because me just love you. Me not have a reason to love you. I don't love you because of the way you fold the bed, or because you make the stew peas this way, or because you do whatever. I just love you. And a lot of women have a problem with men just saying that, me just love you. But the reality of it is, if I don't love you conditionally, then I will always love you. When I start to put conditions or reasons to why I love you, but then if that changes, we have a problem. Yeah, I love you because you cook good, nigga. But then next week, you don't feel to cook. For some reason, the seasoning them are butter, and you know I smell nothing. So you know, so guess what? I'm not gonna love you. No,
I love that point, and that was one of the points I was making early on about God and us.
Yes,
we never loved us because I prayed to Him 5 times today. We love me full stop. God, what is it about me that you love? Because I'm simple. I don't do things the way you ask me to do it. I messed up at times. Why do you love me? And the man look for me and just say, I love you because I just love you. So that tells me that He loves me just because I am who I am.
Yes.
And hey, trouble no. Trouble. Watch it. Trouble. Because the Bible then tells us, so, hold on, help me. So God loves us just because of who we are.
Yes.
And then God then turn around and tell husband,
Ah.
love your wife as God loves the church. So when my wife asks me, why do you love me? I should be able to say, we just love you. But that's a problem.
I love
That's a problem.
You want to get specific, but then that specific thing you have to make sure you have it all day every day.
consistency.
Mhm.
Consistency.
But I will say too, though, every now and again, with my wife, that is,
Yes.
would be like, babe, boy, you love me.
Mhm.
And I look at her and say, because you fine.
That's what I'm getting.
Yes, man.
That's what I'm getting.
So we're not saying that we will, not throw a little spice in there here at times, but the meat of the matter is
Yeah.
we love you because we love you.
Yeah.
But if we're gonna talk about the addition, 15, you shape me. You cook food for me very well.
Yeah.
I love your personality.
Yeah.
So this is the icing on top.
Yes.
But when we look at the foundational basis as to our love for our wife, it's really because you are mine.
So I have a question, right? So when our husbands or those who have boyfriends love them or my husband love me, when you say we just love you, that should be followed up with actions, correct? So you're not just saying it. We're seeing it, we're feeling it, right? So you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So sometimes even though women may know, right, she could just be having an off day. And because words of affirmation is her love language, even though you tell her, there are days she's gonna ask because, hey, I want to hear it from my man.
Yes.
I want my man to say it.
True.
Right? So we don't only want to hear it, we want to feel it, we want to see it, we want to experience it, all of that, right? And I think you clarified it for Arlene. She said, okay, I understand that, Maria. So you did clarify for her. And Antoinette yes. Antoinette says, good night, everyone. Very good topic. Always love to listen to Flashpoint. Thank you for joining us, Antoinette. And Inspiration came and says, if he loved me, keep my commandments. Love is in action. Love is action, doing the things that make our partners feel good, feel loved. She also says upfront communication is so critical in the dating process. Also, knowing the background of your partner, some people can't give what they don't have.
Yes.
Very valid.
Very valid.
Can I say last night on Conversations, we touched on, and I think it's something we should get into very deeply.
Right.
That term of unequally yoked.
See that?
Yeah. Unequally yoked is something that can cause a lot of trouble.
Talk
in
truth.
love.
A lot of tension.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't think people understand where the term yoked come from. You understand?
Yes.
So we need to first define what is a yoke and how it is used and how it relates to, two forces coming together to move in one direction. Yeah? If you want to get into it a little more, I can get into it.
And we're coming to that. And while we're on the topic of marriage, a question came in. And because, Jimmy, you mentioned as Christ loved the church, right?
Yeah.
So the Bible calls for men to love their wives as Christ loved the church. And women are called to respect their husbands. How can a husband continue to show unconditional love amidst disrespect from his wife?
Well, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, right?
Yes.
And he said to me, so you're telling me if your wife was to do something,
yes,
I guess society will call it cheat. So let's just say if your wife was to cheat on you, you're not gonna leave her. I said no. And he said, why not?
Right.
I said, there's a very, very serious scripture in the Bible. And don't get me wrong, I might probably go a little bit mad if she cheats on me, but to make the decision to leave, I will not. And I said, that reason is that same scripture. It didn't, that command was, husband, love your wives as God loved the church. The question is, how much times did the church disrespect God? How much times did the church get into bed with the devil? How much times in this, and hey, watch me now. The church in that scripture is not referring to a building. It's referring to the people.
Yes.
So the conversation I was having with the friend was, I asked myself a lot, why would God still allow marriage, knowing how sinful this is? Knowing that respectfully, one exists. Respectfully, disrespect exists. Lying lips exist. Why would you allow marriage? And the answer to that is, I don't know. But watch it now. The thing about it is that there is something. So watch me now. If God tells me to love my wife as He loved the church, knowing that these things exist, there has to be some type of strength He has for me, if or when these stuff start happening in my marriage. So if He's not gonna call me to do something and not equip me with the strength to get through it, what does that look like? I have no idea. I don't know. You talk to some people and be like, why are you still here? I said, honestly, when it happened, I felt a type of peace come over me. Where did the peace come from?
Only God Himself. God Himself.
When they did certain things like this, I felt a calmness over me that made me break out into song. Where did that come from? It's that strength. It's that coverage that the Lord has for me amidst the trouble that happens in my marriage. So what it is, I don't know. But I'm trusting Him.
Amen.
That if or when it comes upon me, I can say, Father, send me.
So, can I just say, we cannot out sin
God.
No. We cannot sin so much that we sin ourselves away from God's grace.
Yes.
Serious?
Right?
Wow.
Serious.
Yeah.
Wow.
And on top of that, even there's something that I have to say to that question, Nikki.
Yes.
That's why premarital counseling exists.
Correct.
You don't.
Correct.
You don't get up and marry a person. You don't know them, and then when the disrespect kicks in, then you're just like, oh, I don't know this person. Well, the biggest question is, did you take time to know this person?
Yes.
I will share a little bit and say, me and my wife's premarital counseling was supposed to take, I think, 8 months.
Wow.
It ended up taking 2 years.
Wow.
2 years.
That's solid.
And it was because we had things we needed to prepare ourselves.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
the conversation is getting so hot. I did say it at the beginning. And guess what? We are going to take a break and we will have the final part of tonight's conversation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Flashback, you know the thing. Do not go anywhere. If you need to have your water, then fine. All right? Remember to subscribe, share, and like. We'll be right back.
Do you have a talent for singing, playing an instrument, spoken word, or dance? Then this is your moment. Cayman's Got Talent Season 1 is here. And for our first season, we're putting the spotlight on gospel. Selected participants will be featured at the Point of Praise Gospel Extravaganza on October 25, 2025. But hurry, the final date for registration is September 30. To register, email us at info@flashpointmedia.ky or WhatsApp 345-321-6969. That's 345-321-6969. 6969. Don't miss this opportunity to showcase your talent and be part of something special. Cayman's Got Talent.
When you need ultrasound that's safe and effective, you must visit Asai Ultrasound Imaging. They're conveniently located at number 4 Chestnut Center, Smith Road, Georgetown, Cayman Islands. With experienced technologists with over 20 years experience, their friendly staff will make you comfortable while you get your procedure done. Asai Ultrasound Imaging is open Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Call Asai Ultrasound Imaging 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426. That's 345-949-2454 or 345-938-3426.
We are looking at the topic, if loving you is wrong, should I be right? And boy, am I enjoying the conversation. And I'm sure my guest is as well, and Mario, who is in studio with us. Now we're moving along, and somebody said, seems like it's short tonight, man. No, we have more. We have more, I promise you. So my next question is it selfish to say, if you can't love me my way, don't love me at all?
There's two ways to look at that.
Okay.
Are you selling yourself short if you settle for the love that you're going to be receiving? Are you selling yourself short? And the other way to look at it is, are you demanding too much? Is it a case where you may not be able to love you this way now, but if you give it a little time, it will develop and grow into what you want it to be?
Right.
The answer to that is going to be unique to every single couple, and I wouldn't dare try and pinpoint how that's going to work.
Right.
But think about the long term.
Yeah.
If you're there already, is it supposed to be for life?
Yes.
You sit down, you talk about it, you work it out, you fight with it. If you're just dating,
that's it.
Cut and move.
That is it. I was
Cut and move.
Cut and move.
I was going to say the same thing.
If you're courting, again, it's not too late.
Yeah.
Cut and move.
Cut and move.
Yeah. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But again, people change, circumstances change. As you were saying, women as they get older, women go through what I say is a metamorphosis. They have many different stages in life, and as they age, as things change, as they move from girlfriend to fiance to wife to mother, it it takes a toll on them mentally, physically, emotionally, and what they need to be at 21 is going to be different from what they need at 26.
True.
And so on. So, yes, you may be married to someone, and yes, she has changed 14 times in the last 6 years. But this is life. Again, when you just love her,
that's it.
You can roll with the changes, you can adapt, you can move on. But again, if it's just the early stages and you find that it's just not going to work,
don't push it. Yeah. I agree.
And just really quick too, I guess two things was that it's not the question you have to look at, it's the time. When is this question valid? Is it selfish to say this as you mentioned, in dating? No, it's not selfish. Is it selfish to say it when we are courting? No, it's not selfish. But you went from dating and it wasn't selfish. You went to courting and it wasn't selfish.
Yeah.
Now it's when you get married is now you're gonna say, love me my way or don't. That is selfish. Because what that means is time wasn't taken to understand the person.
Yeah.
And now that we're in a lifetime commitment, all due respect here, you're tying me to a life of prison. Because now I am doing something I don't want
to do.
And that now brings depression.
Yeah.
That brings stress. That brings frustration.
Yes.
Here's the crazy part. When we went before the Lord and man, we said, for better or for worse. So how is it that worse unfortunately reach us, but you're telling me don't love me at all? That is selfish. If we have taken it to the step of marriage, that means come what may, we have to get through the situation. Now that worse is upon us.
Wow.
If we can't get through that, something not right. Something is not right.
Let's get down in the trenches and fight it out.
Yes.
Yeah. And I like how you gentlemen keep saying at the end of the day, for you, when you love, you just love you. You understand? And when Arlene mentioned that you shouldn't have to study your partner like an exam, because I'm now thinking that when a man loves a woman, he just love her. So irrespective of the changes that she may go through, I'm thinking that the love that he gives her is going to come naturally because he loves her and just love her. And as you say, the other things that come with it, she look nice, she intelligent, she cook, she clean, all those things, which are bonuses, as you gentlemen explained tonight. I love it. I have a question though. Which love language do you think is underrated?
I'm looking at Mario.
I would say the words are happy. Sometimes it can give you such a boost just to hear. I appreciate what you did there.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So it is just that little word. I'm gonna go. Just that little word. Just a little whisper in the ear. Nobody else needs to hear it. But just those words to say I appreciate.
I appreciate you. And that carries weight.
Yes.
Wow.
It carries weight. It's true. And it motivates the person
to do more.
Yes.
I agree. And I am going to say something that may be unpopular tonight. I believe that while we have the 5 love languages, which are universal, there is one that I added to it, which I think would cover all of the 5. And the love language that I think is underrated is that of consideration. When we do not consider our partners, it's going to be hard to love them the way they need to be loved. And notice I didn't say want, I said need. And that is where selfishness comes in. Because you're saying, but I love you, I am doing all these things, and you can't accept it, you cannot. You're selfish. You cannot, I am doing all of this, but yet you cannot receive what I'm giving. And at the end of the day, when you consider your partner, what you're giving may not be what they need, right? When we are sick and go to the doctor, we're hoping that they will be considerate and not give us medication for tummy ache when it's really my head hurting, right? So when we are in friendships, relationships, when we consider our partners, you consider me, I consider you, we find that our relationships actually thrive better. And instead of fighting each other, we fight the problems together. So I do believe that consideration can be a bit underrated. And Arlene says, and it goes both ways, Nikki. Women are to love on their men the same way or more than their men love them. Love must be seen, felt, and spoken. And you are 100% correct, Arlene. And as the men explained tonight, when the women say to them, hey, you're doing a good job, right? I'm sure, I hope I'm saying it right, it boosts their ego.
Yeah.
Right? As Jamie said, he don't want to be a trophy man.
No.
He don't want to be no trophy husband.
That's right.
Right? He wants to be the contributor in his home, and all he's asking for words of affirmation, right? He wants that. And at the end of the day, when he would have fixed the light bulb and give me some quality time.
Yeah.
Right? Because I did all these things. Now I just want to spend some time with you.
Yeah.
Now, here's another one, and we're winding down. If your partner, I think we touched on it a little bit already. If your partner keeps failing at your love language, past the dating, past the courting, no married, if your partner keeps failing at your love language, and I'm assuming you would have communicated it, is that a red flag or just human imperfection?
It is a red. All due respect to all of those out there, it is a red flag. And here where I'm going with. You ask the question if he or she is failing at the love language.
Yes.
So that means every time that he or she tries, it's a fail.
Yes.
As in, you never pass.
Yes.
And if you look at percentage of what passing is, normally it's anything about 50%. So you're telling me that
That's a low mark.
very low mark, but it's still a pass.
Yes.
Good. So if every time the person tries, it's always below 50, red flag. Reason, and hear me now. Because if she tells me I want words of affirmation, if even I have to read it on my phone, wife, you are amazing because the stars, even it is something that you can do.
Yes.
If it is acts of service, I'm not handicapped, I must can sweep the ground, even if it's a little bit of dirt. Like I said, good. So
you're still sweet.
Because hear me out now. If I get above 50, if I get 51%, I pass, but it's low, but there's progress.
Yes.
So, and when we look at love languages, all 5 of them are action.
Yes.
So words of affirmation, I must can tell you from my mouth, you're not.
Yes.
If it's acts of service, I must can move the chair out the way.
Yes.
If it's physical touch, I must can rub your foot.
Yes.
So all of these love languages, it must be something I can do.
Yes.
So if I am failing, it just means I'm not doing it at all.
My question is,
yes,
if you fail during dating, fail during that one for me is
But you know, I have to
ignore the red flag.
True.
that is it.
But guys, I have to say this too.
Yes.
If we go back to say our grandparents and the parents of our grandparents, what they looked for was a man who can provide.
Yes.
And a man looked for a woman who can keep the house as a home. They never necessarily came together about love languages.
True.
But you know what the crazy thing about this is? That's why some men ended up raising other men's kids.
Yes.
Because when he's out there providing, the wife is home, making the house a home, but she's yearning for something.
Yes.
And Mass dragged up the road, gave her what she was yearning for, and that is how a child came into play. Same thing with the wife and the man. The man went out there to provide for the family, and found a woman who probably rubbed the back of his head every time he came into the house. And that was love language, but they never knew what it
was.
All they called it back then was the love. When I walked into her house, She always rubbed the back of my head and gave me a hug. When I come home too, you're always cooking, you're always cleaning. And the wife would be like, I'm making the house a house.
The house is kept.
And that's the thing now. Like when we look back then, it was just that people met because was understanding. I make sure that you're taken care of. And you make sure my home is taken care of. But that thing in itself needed so much more to make it what it's supposed to be. And I feel that's why today we have what we call love languages. Someone decided to say, boy, something is not right. Let's go and dig into something to determine what is it that makes Mario love different from me.
I'd like to ask that question.
Nick love different from this person. And it's these things why we're glad to say we have our 5 love languages today.
And Arlene says, failing doesn't only mean trying and not making the mark. Failing also means they don't see the need to consider your love language, much less to even try. Big red flag.
Arlene, I agree.
I'd like to ask a question.
I am not a part of the no child left behind rule. Yeah, if you can't pass 2 grade, that's it. You need to go for this, so go do something else.
But you know what is also serious about this though? If we're married,
red flag. Sorry, I was reading something. Go ahead, baby.
If we are married, we said in the presence of God and man till death do us part. That is a crazy thing because, and this may probably cause another whole conversation, but I have to say it quick. When I take my supposed to be wife to God and say, this is the woman that I want. People think God goes shine a light and say, this is her. I don't think that's how it works. For me, I take my supposed to be wife to God and I say, God, this is my wife. Looks up and say, oh, Pedro? Check me back in a year. Time is the revealer of all matters. So when I come back in a year, through premarital counseling, that I see who this woman is, I come back. So Jamie, what you say? I know she. Or, no man, is it God? All right, well, what you're telling me that when better or worse comes, you will be able to navigate through the storm.
And I want to add to that, right? Because yes, at the altar, we said for better or for worse. But I also believe that that is something we should be navigating together and not your partner making it worse.
Exactly. True.
Not your partner being deliberate in making things worse and then use the scripture to say, remember we took the vow for better or for worse.
True. But that's why Mario said it, doing on Nikki. Mario said that's why we have to talk about being equally yoked.
Correct.
Because when you are equally yoked, you will move side by side.
Correct.
An unequally yoked person is like you have a cow and a dog trying to bring a burden. The cow is going to carry the whole thing.
Oh, yes.
So if you are equally yoked, when worst time come up, as you said, Nikki, we tackle it together.
Can I tell you a description I did last night of the unequal yoke? We all know horses, right?
Yes,
sir. You know what a mule is?
Yes.
They're almost the same size.
Yes.
And they're almost the same strength. It will go very fast, but not necessarily very far. Mule is very strong, not going to go that fast, but it can go very far. You put those two together and it's quite possible. The horse will try to drag the mule along at a faster pace than the mule can go.
Trouble.
The mule is strong and is not going to go at that pace, but will keep going long after the horse is tired.
Yes. I love it.
That is a big problem because you may just end up with a dead horse.
Yes.
Philosopher.
Exactly. You know,
Right?
so it's and that is why we can't only say let's communicate. we have to understand.
Yes.
Because we can be giving words and you're not understanding what your partner is saying, right? And Arlene says, Maria and Jamie, I truly appreciate this healthy, conscious, and potent conversation. Nikki, excellent topic as usual.
Thank you.
I hope I'm not going to Arlene. Oh, this but you know what? I know we're winding down, but gentlemen, I want to shake things up a bit.
Sure.
All right. Those of you online, if you want to participate, you're welcome to do so. Just do it quickly in the chat. And we have now entered our speed round game. And we're naming this one right or wrong. Gentlemen, you have 3 seconds to answer. I'm going to give you some scenarios and you're going to not ballo. You're going to say right, wrong. And those of you in the chat, you're welcome to say it as well. Okay, here we go. First one. Sending money when your partner asks for your time.
Wrong.
All right. Giving her a Bible verse when she asks for a hug.
Wrong.
Posting your person on social media but forgetting to text them back.
Wrong.
Cooking dinner when she's been saying she's tired all week.
Right.
All right. Hey. Giving side hugs when your partner's love language is physical touch.
Right.
Moving on.
Something better than nothing.
True.
The side hug is like.
The side hug
it's not the best.
It's not to me. I not do this because I want. I do this because.
Maybe that's easy.
But Mario, what if one side of me is immobilized?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
You putting it in context. You had a stroke and half of you dead, so she rub up on the side, the good side.
So that's where she get the
next one. Ready? Here we go. Quoting I love you every day, but never helping with chores.
Wrong. Red card.
It's strong enough.
Wrong.
Red flag. That wrong, man. That wrong.
Buying sneakers when she just wanted flowers.
Wrong.
Listening fully without your phone in hand.
Right.
Buying gifts after every argument instead of apologizing.
Wrong.
Praying with your partner before bed.
Right.
And that's what I mean, Flash Fam. Sometimes love may feel right to you, but may feel wrong to your partner. And that's why learning your partner's love language isn't optional. It's not an option. It's survival for both of you, right? Because at the end of the day, it's both of you navigating life together. When you close your door at night, you shut out your co-workers, you shut out your friends, it's you and your partner. So you want to make sure that your home is a loving one, a healthy one, as you navigate life together. And so my final questions, gentlemen, how do you keep loving when your emotional tank feels empty? When you're giving more than you're receiving?
Well, I will take this first one.
Yes.
I spoke to a few friends of mine and they kept saying, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. And through, doing some reading, it's not correct. It's 100.
Yep.
Because if we look at a car or look at a bike, I have a motorbike outside. If it's 50-50, the front tire is flat and my back tire is full.
Yes.
Can I ride the bike? Help me now. So because I'm gonna call this now the worst side of the man. Good. When my wife can't give me what I need, the vehicle still needs to move. So I need to give the 100.
Yeah.
I need to be the front tire. I need to be the back.
Yeah.
this is what we call a rough time. This is what we call the marriage is on the rocks. I can now say, well, I'm the back tie and I'm pumped up. So if she can't carry her role, then it is what it is. No. Marriage needs to continue regardless of the situation. That's why for me, it's 100. You're going to feel empty. You're going to feel tired. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel frustrated. But this is what you were to expect when you got into it. And I'll say it like this to Nikki.
Yes.
My wife and I were expecting.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm the main chef. Matter of fact, I cooked some bad beans and rice yesterday. Wife, if you're watching, yes, the rice and bean was so nice. And she said, well, babe, this thing tastes so good. And honestly, I felt like I could have cooked 6 times.
Wow.
And if we look at it in a societal view, the woman is supposed to cook, the woman is to do this. No. When one person cut short due to life, the next person needs to be willing to pick up the mantle, carry this thing.
Yes.
Well, when I'm tired now, I'm saying, baby, we can't go no further. Yeah. She should be able to say, may I have you?
Yes.
Sit down in the back seat and take a nap while I continue driving.
Yes.
It's not easy.
Yes.
It's not a walk to the park. But this was what I signed up for when I got married.
Wow. I love it. And Kibo says, welcome, Kibo. Kibo says it's triangular. Listen, I'm an English major, let me fix it. Triangular love. That's right.
Yes.
Both draw closer to God and in turn draw closer to each other. And gentlemen, I know I did say I have the last question, but I have another one. Are you ready, gentlemen? Do you think prayer can help us learn to love people beyond our natural comfort zone?
I'd say yes.
Yes. But God help those who help themselves. Because if you think that, like I say, oh God, let me love her the way she's going to do it. And then God say, all right, my child, sprinkle dust over me. And then all of a sudden, hey, I hated acts of service, but I'm doing that. That's not going to happen. I have to now decide that, all right, Father, I pray to you to be loving in the way I need to be. Now I'm expecting you that as I make a step to be that person, give me the strength to get it.
Amen.
And that's
and wisdom.
Yes,
Amen.
guidance.
Don't forget wisdom.
And I have to say something else. I know we're closing up, but love language is, all right, let me put it this way. Just because my love language is quality time doesn't necessarily mean every day you have a cumulative quality time.
Correct.
So, watch me now. Not just because, babe, don't kill me. Not just because I love fried chicken means that I want to get fried chicken every day. No. With love, you mix it up.
Yes.
Give me my fried chicken today. Give me my barbecue chicken tomorrow. Give me my roast chicken the next day.
And the curry.
Yes, you have to mix up the love language.
Yes.
Because what happens there is, hey, I get the quality time.
Yes.
Tomorrow, you can say, babe, I was leaving work. I thought about you. I bought you a gift.
Wow.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
I take that. I take that gift and I'm like, oh, babe, thank you so much. The next day, quality time again.
Yes.
Then the next day, I come home, babe, I wanted to massage your feet. Acts of service.
Yes.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
Because that means now that not only is my wife giving me my love language, but she is grounding me all around.
Mercy.
Because if my love language is quality time, and then because all I'm getting from my wife is quality time, I go in the wrong place and a woman rub me at the back of my head.
Hey.
Trouble. trouble in the camp.
So
My advice is that, hey, just because my love language may be A, don't mean you don't give me the rest of love language.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Keep me grounded. All of them in one.
Yes.
But in priority of which one comes first.
Yes.
You give me the ones that come first, and the rest can come whenever you feel like adding them to the pot.
Yes.
Can I add something?
Of course.
We're talking about love language.
Yes.
Language.
Yes.
Is for one thing and one thing only. Communication.
Yes.
Cool, man.
Yes.
Cool, man. Cool, man.
Communication.
Yes.
Wow.
And communication is a two-way thing.
Correct.
And it's between at least two people.
Yes. Yes.
So one person can't communicate. It has to be two.
Yes.
You can't talk to a wall and expect the wall to start now.
Exactly.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. What a conversation tonight. And Janetta says, yes, Jamie. And Irene says, talk up the things them, Jamie. Whoever has to give the extra to make up the 100 must be ready to start it, right? And the flashpoint says teamwork, definitely. And Arlene says must be ready to step up. Now, all right, Flash Fam, here's the truth. Love is not just about effort. It's about consideration. It's about effectiveness. Someone said the two men work so good together, they are not competing with each other. Now, we spoke to us about the water pot, and I learned a lot tonight, right? You can be pouring water faithfully, but if your partner's cup is upside down, they'll never experience it. They'll never feel it. That's why relationships aren't about just loving people the way we know how. We have to do better. It's about learning, stretching the consideration again, and sometimes sacrificing. We spoke about the tire, right? The front tire may be flat, but the back part are right? But there are times we have to sacrifice and we say, hey, I got you. I got your back, right? We have to sacrifice and love them in the way that actually speaks to their heart. And isn't that exactly what Jesus did? He did it. He didn't just love us in theory. No, he loved us in the way we needed it most, with presence, sacrifice, and grace. So, Flash Fam, don't just love loudly. Love wisely, no man. Love wisely. At the beginning of the show, I asked the question, if loving you is wrong, should I be right? And here's what I'll say. If loving you my way leaves you empty, then maybe loving you your way is the only right thing to do. Flash Fam, this was Flash Talk, the Uncut edition. And as you go about your week, remember, love your partners the way they need to be loved, because it is the right thing to do. Catch you on the next episode. Have yourself a great weekend when it comes. Bye.
have a talent for singing, playing an instrument, spoken word, or dance? Then this is your moment. Cayman's Got Talent Season 1 is here. And for our first season, we're putting the spotlight on gospel. Selected participants will be featured at the Point of Praise Gospel Extravaganza on October 25, 2025. But hurry, the final date for registration is September 30. To register, email us at info@flashpointmedia.ky or WhatsApp 345-321-6969. That's 345-321-6969. Don't miss this opportunity to showcase your talent and be part of something special. Cayman Got Talent.
This is Flash Talk, the Uncut edition. Say it just how you feel it. No filters, no fluff, just real talk with the full Flashpoint fam. Get with it.
From hot takes to belly laughs, the crew is locked in and ready.
From debates that might get a little spicy, including all VIP members.
This is where vibes meets voice, jokes meets truth, and we talk things.
We are here to get real.
It's raw, it's real, and it's about time.
But big conversations. This is Flash Talks, the Uncut edition. Flash Farm. Look at the things then now. Real people, real voices, real conversations.
Flash Talk, the Uncut edition, at 7 p.m. every Thursday, right here on Flashpoint.